Now let's talk about the concept of tempo in a little bit more detail. Tempo describes the speed of a piece of music. And so if you're listening to a slow song, it has a slow tempo. If it's a fast song, it's a fast tempo. And the way you measure tempo, the sort of unit of measurement, in this case, is beats per minute, or BPM. And that's exactly what it sounds like. So if you're playing a song that's 60 BPM, you're playing 60 beats every minute, or 1 beat every second. 1 beat per second. So you're playing 1 beat every single second. And generally that's considered a fairly slow tempo. Now, the way you mark the tempo, the way you kind of instruct the musician how to play, how fast to play, or how slow to play, is with these tempo markings. And there's a lot of them. I won't describe all of them here, but I'll just give you a few very sort of common ones. The first one is lento, which is a fairly slow tempo. It's around 40 to 60 BPM. Another one is adagio. Adagio, which is also a little bit slow, but not as slow as lento, and that's around 66 to 76 BPM. Then there is allegro, which is fairly fast. It's a pretty sort of brisk pace, and so that's around 120 to 168. Then there's presto, which is really fast, and that's 168 all the way up to 200. Now notice that they don't give you the exact tempo here. They give you a range. And the idea here is that it gives the musician some freedom to sort of interpret the piece the way they want to, and they can play it a little bit faster, a little bit soft, or a little bit slower based on their interpretation. So it's not prescriptive and saying this is exactly how to play it. It's more saying here's an idea of how fast to play it. Now the other concept to keep in mind is markings that indicate a change in tempo. So the ones we talked about just now give you the absolute tempo, how fast and how slow, but these markings tell you to speed it up or slow it down. So if you see something that says accelerando, that means to speed it up or to increase the tempo. If you have retardando, that means to slow it down. So if you're playing a piece of music and it says accelerando at some point, then you're going to play it faster and faster and increase the tempo. Okay, so I hope that helped. That was a lesson on tempo.